Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Minutes of Audio. Today we're going to be going over this week's music news. If you like what we have to say, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So the first news story we're going to be talking about today is how Eric Clapton is claiming people who receive the COVID-19 vaccine are under mass hypnosis. I don't expect anything less from him at this point.
Yeah, he's had a history of being. I mean, even like outside of COVID, he's had a lot of really weird opinions and takes when it comes to politics or like social issues. This isn't really a big shocker from Clapton.
And honestly, he's just an asshole in general. He took George Harrison's wife.
Yeah, he was a racist
So fuck
dude. He
this
was
guy.
racist as fuck too. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know. He's had like a really bad history when it comes to politics of all sorts of kinds. And even during the beginning of the pandemic, I remember him saying shit about the vaccine or about how like maybe the virus is some like nefarious plot or something. So this is just another installment of Clapton being a kind of a wacko. He's an overrated guitarist too, so it's to be expected.
I mean, he's still a pretty good guitarist.
Yeah, but motherfucker's putting him up next to like I don't know, people like Jimmy Page or Hendrix or David Gilmour
George
and shit.
Harrison looked at him like that.
That's because back in the time he was like one of the first really good guitarists, kind of to break through the mainstream. But I don't know,
And he
dude.
could sing at the same time, right?
Yeah, but dude, I don't know, man. If you listen to his stuff now, nothing he does is nearly as impressive as some of the other greats. But yeah, so our next story is Pusha T apparently is teasing new music and is gonna apparently maybe drop an album soon. Freddie Gibbs also gave him a shout out as well. So honestly, I've been waiting for a new Pusha T project for a while. Ever since Daytona dropped, I think Pusha T like really came into his own on that record. I think as a solo artist, at least, that was easily his best project yet. I think the his work with Clips was a little bit better than Daytona, but still, his through project and projects has gotten better. So shit, dude, this album, I don't know, man. Especially with the snippets, it sounds like it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it sounds like it could potentially be Kanye produced. And other than that, he only released snippets of one song,
Yeah.
and he has teased what could be the album cover. It is a picture of Lana Del Rey with a mountain of cocaine on the face. I mean, it looks like a pretty dope cover, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean the Daytona cover. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember, but I'm pretty sure. Fuck that was the bathroom of some
It
Hollywood.
was at Whitney Houston's trashed hotel room.
Yeah, and he spent like $100,000 for that thing. Like
He spent $100,000 on that picture.
I think so. It was either him or Kanye. Because they have like exclusive rights to it now. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong on that, but I remember someone saying something along the lines that they spent a shit ton of money to get that picture.
It's pretty interesting.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's at. If it's even slightly worse than Daytona, I'd be satisfied because Daytona was great. So I mean, yeah, hopefully Pusha T does his thing.
I'm hoping it's about the same length as Daytona. I don't want a 50-minute of Pusha T. I like the 20 to 30-minute Pusha T.
Yeah, I'd be fine
That's just
anywhere
a
from
type
30
of
to
person.
40. I think Daytona was a little short, to be honest. I'd
It
appreciate.
was, what, 21 minutes?
Yeah, I'd like 35 about for Push. 'Cause he can do it.
Yeah, but anything over 45, just no.
Yeah.
So the next news story today is apparently Kanye West's Donda 2 is coming sooner than we think.
Weekly Kanye story.
Weekly Kanye. No, Yay story.
Yay story.
This is coming from his friend Stephen Victor, who has been known. He's talked about a lot of Kanye shit. You know, he's always one of the guys who we give information, who the public receives their Kanye information from. But I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Donda, the original Donda, was supposed to come out in like 2020
Mm-hmm.
February. So we got that a year and a half later.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still pessimistic for it. I don't know.
but hey, I'll take it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I just hope it's not. Oh,
yeah. I mean, like, I hope it comes out, but man, Kanye does not have the most consistent history with dropping stuff. So
and if it does drop, I hope it's a. He goes for a new sound like he has in the past instead of chasing popular sounds like he's recently been doing on Donda.
yeah.
So, but hey, Donda's still pretty good.
All right. So our next story, the frontman from the Gorillaz apparently accused Taylor Swift of not writing her own songs. Taylor Swift is now firing back. Yeah, I honestly I don't really know what to make of this situation. It's hard to know whose side to take. 'Cause apparently, like, I know you were saying before this that he was the Gorillaz frontman. What's his name again? It's escaping me.
Um, Damon Albarn. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I don't know.
The Gorillaz man. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to know whose side to take. To be honest, I mean, I kind of believe him. I don't think Taylor writes her own music. She has no reason to be honest. She has no reason to.
I disagree.
Really?
I think she writes her own songs for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't be shocked if her big songs were not written by her. Like
Yeah.
on Folklore and her. What's the other one that came out after that?
Evermore?
Evermore, yeah. Like I feel like she definitely wrote those songs because they sounded so personal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he does have a lot of connections with the industry, though, and that's what makes his accusation so credible. Like, because he has a lot of fucking connections. So, it seems like if he's brave enough to go out there and say that, he has to have some good reason for it.
See, I disagree with you because his follow-up tweet to her tweet said, I totally agree with you. I had a conversation about songwriting and sadly it was reduced to clickbait. I apologize unreservedly and unconditionally. The last thing I would want to do is decredit your songwriting. I hope you understand.
I mean, what could be the context in which, for me at least, like, it just seems like a walk back almost. What could be the context to where him saying, "Oh yeah, she doesn't write her music," would make sense? Or really could just I don't know.
If he was just talking about, I mean, he could have just been saying she doesn't make all of her own music like how he does it, which he makes all the instrumentals. Or he could be saying that she has had a few other people write the songs for her.
Maybe. I don't know. It's almost like, imagine him being like, "Oh, Taylor Swift, she's such a fucking idiot," and be like, "Oh no, that was out of context or whatever." I mean, there's certain things where even if you put them in context, I still think it definitely counts as a shot. It's not something that when he's saying, "Oh, I'm not demeaning your songwriting or whatever," you kind of are. I mean, you kind of are.
And Jack Antonoff, what makes me believe that Taylor does write her own songs is that Jack Antonoff, the producer, even had a few tweets about it.
Yeah.
I don't think if he was doing all the shit, I don't think he would just start defending her. So.
Yeah.
So next is Bob Dylan sold his entire catalog of recorded music to Sony. It's different than what he's done last year, which last year he sold his masters to Universal, which is different than recorded music. Sony owns like the actual song, and Universal owns the composition of the song. So that's how that works, in case anyone is curious. But
yep.
Yeah, so there's not too much to say other than he also didn't disclose how much he made off it, but it's probably a lot
Yeah,
of money.
we saw that one thing where what's his name? Oh my God, what? There was another artist who made like almost $500 million.
Oh, John Legend.
Yeah, no, it was he was mentioned in the John Legend article. Um, but it was like another really popular artist. He made basically $500 million. Bob Dylan, I if I had to guess, he's minimum making 200-300 million from this deal. Cause
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
he's got so much music. He's got so many hits. I mean, yeah, this is probably just something to like, because he's really old. He wants a big lump sum of money to give to his family. I could see doing that. It's a smart idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a lot of money for sure, and it's worth it because he is probably the greatest American-born songwriter of all time. So good for him. Good for Bobby.
We stand. Now our last story, Alex Cameron, he announced a new album. He he dropped a new song. It's been a while since he released a new record. How long has it been? It's 3 years, 4 years?
He dropped his last one in 2019.
Oh, that's close to 3 years.
So 3 years.
Well, I mean, he probably dropped like in the middle though, so it's probably like a little under 3, but yeah, I feel like, I don't know, man. Well, I mean, you're a much bigger fan of Alex, so maybe you should like say more about it, but I'm interested to see what he's gonna do.
I don't know if it's going to be able to top Miami Memory, because that was just such a perfect album. But from the singles I've heard about from this album so far, it sounds like it could be as good, even though it doesn't seem to have much as a concept.
Yeah.
As Miami Memory had behind it. This one just seems like it's more just music that sounds good, especially with the title Oxy Music. But yeah, I'm excited. His 2 new songs, Best Life and what's it called? I listened to Sarah Joe. They're some of his better work. He's definitely getting better, and he was good to begin with. So
I feel like the hype for him though isn't as big as it was before, because I don't know. I feel like I saw more people talking about him when his was it Miami Memories?
Miami Memory.
Yeah, when that album dropped, I feel like there's a lot more people talking about that. The singles leading up.
The singles he dropped leading up to it were much more diverse than what he dropped now.
Yeah, now, I mean, we saw that one music video. It doesn't even have 100,000 views.
Yeah, it's like what, 68,000?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It seems like he's not really getting as much press as he was previous. Which, I mean, I think he deserves it. I'm not a huge fan of him, but yeah, it's strange. But hopefully this album comes out and it's hopefully it does good stuff for him.
As long as Nilo Drop gives it above a 7, it'll be successful. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's getting a red flannel. You jinxed it.
And also, a reason that it might not be as there might not be as much hype is because everyone's releasing right now.
True.
For some reason, like everybody. So.
Yeah, that's a good
He
point.
might just be getting buried, and plus, a lot of people don't listen to singles anymore. They just wait for the album.
Music videos, though, normally they should get a little bit more
Really?
traction.
I never watch music videos.
I don't know, though. Like 60,000?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wait. Let me see. Let's see how many streams it has on Spotify, though.
Alright.
Live checking. It has... Oh, yeah. No, wow.
What?
His song Best Life doesn't even have 60,000 on Spotify.
Jesus.
And his song Sarah Joe doesn't even have 400,000.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's not he's not getting as much press. But hopefully that changes.
I think.
Alright, so that's the video. Again, if you like what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to hear more. Our next video should be a album review on Corday's new record. That should be coming out Friday, around Friday, maybe Saturday. And yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for that. Again, we'll see you later.
Good riddance, goodbye, and go fuck yourself.